Right, I'm not sure how to start this video. The wound is still very fresh. You're going to have to bear with me, but you can probably tell by the scene what has happened. My SUR-RON e-bike has been stolen. So first I want to say that there is definitely a cash reward going for the recovery of this bike, and it would be made worth your while, that's for sure. Right now I'm so angry, upset, annoyed. I feel violated. I've been intruded. I've got all sorts of feelings go through my body right now. I'm basically a scrambled up emotional wreck. I'm not sure what to think. I'm obviously trying to keep calm here. This is still very fresh. Like I said, 48 hours after the scene. The police were meant to come round. They haven't. I'm allowed to inspect the scene a bit closer now. All they did was send me a crime reference number and then a victim support phone number. That's about as good as it gets for the UK police. So what's happened is obviously my SUR-RON has been stolen. They didn't get the charger and they didn't get the keys. Right, hopefully then I've had some pictures of the bike flashing up. I'm also got my frame number somewhere on the screen for people to see. Anyway, I'm going to set the scene now. It was a foggy evening. I came in here at 6 o'clock in the evening, locked up. I know that for a fact. I parked my mountain bike in here next to my SUR-RON. But anyway, I shone the torch over. I could see the lock was gone at 8:30 in the evening with the dogs. I came over, couldn't find the lock on the floor. I thought, this is strange. Maybe the wind's blown it open. Somebody else has been in here for one reason or another and the lock's fallen off. But I couldn't find the lock, still haven't. Come in the shed, noticed that my mountain bike had moved. And obviously I can see that the SUR-RON's gone. The sheets thrown on the floor. My heart starts pumping. I'm really starting to think, what the hell? I'm 2.5 hours behind someone. Get out here quickly with all the torches, get a few mates around. We're searching the streets, looking for anyone suspicious, any vans, any vehicles, checking in the backs of cars with the torch. You know, we were really going around hunting for someone because 2.5 hours, I thought they can't be that far away because it didn't get dark till after, so they must have come when it was dark. Well, I know they did now. Anyway, no luck, haven't found anyone, notified the police. The following day, checked CCTV, can tell that the people had been trying our car doors at 7:30 at night. Someone's walked past, they've came in the back, obviously to hide, seen this premises, bust the locks off, taken them, come in, thought bingo. There was a few other power tools in here at the time, you know, I had a chainsaw and stuff, but they took my SUR-RON. Everything else has been removed from this shed now that was valuable. Only cheap tools are left in here. I'm already forgetting things, but I've noticed that my Alpine Star Tech 7 boots were stolen. They were radioactive, that's why they were kept out here. I don't know why they would have been taken, but they honked. And they've also taken my spare lunar bash plate, which was on my spares shelf. And they've taken a set of Allen keys, which I assume is probably to remove the handlebars. Man, I'm so gutted. I've had so many happy memories and brilliant experiences on that thing and some great exploring sessions. This is a deep cut. I'm just not thinking right at the moment. Right then, in the last 48 hours then, I haven't made it public about this bike yet because I don't know if that's wrong or right, but what we've done is been on social media and asking what SUR-RONs might be for sale or anyone got anything, and you get a few hits back on your private messages. I'm not saying these people sell stolen, so I'm not saying that, but you know, I know that someone has recovered a bike this way before. I would say these people are quite clever actually because they're not advertising what they got for sale on social media, so they can't be targeted. Anyway, you get a few hits back. None of them are what we're looking for. That was all good. But also anyone who's asked for a charger, keys, or how to bypass the key system, we've tried looking at your profile to see what bike you might have, check it's not my one, because obviously mine was stolen without this stuff. If you was in my position, I'm sure you'll do the same. But I know most of the SUR-RON community is a really good community. They're all a good bunch of lads, and Hopefully we can pull together and get this bike recovered. So as I've had 48 hours to sort of sleep on what's happened, try and sleep, what I've thought is I'm not going to release this video straight away. I'm going to still investigate and see what happens. I might release this video 4 or 5 days after the event. It might be released weeks after the event. I'm not sure if that's right or wrong. I don't want some innocent person buying this bike and then losing out their money, because that's not fair. But also, I feel that if you make things too public sometimes, if I was a target, then I just want to keep it quiet and on the low at the moment and see if it was an inside job or anything. So that's really where I am. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking quite right, but anyway, I just wanted to update people, because some people might wonder what's happened to the SUR-RON now. So this is sort of an update video. I don't know what I'm feeling as well. Somebody said that you got to release this really straight away, as you'll lose the trail. It's also a little bit shameful to know that somebody has been in your private space and done this to you. I don't know. I'm a little bit embarrassed about what's happened, although there's nothing I could do unless I was literally there, and my CCTV didn't cover this distance. So it does now, but unless you're on site, I really don't think you got much hope of stopping them. Maybe if you remove your wheels and stuff like that, that'll slow them down. But really, I've heard some really nasty situations recently of people having their stuff stolen. You know, they go through the roof if they can't get through the door. They burrow out a hole in the wall and then squeeze through and bust out inside out. There's so much thieving going on. It's just really, you've got to be careful. I don't even think your bikes are safe in the house. But what I would do if I get another or get this recovered is I'm going to keep my bike somewhere else and the battery in another place, etc., and probably remove the wheels and anything else I can think of. But I think I'm going to end this here anyway. I'm just going to go over and have a look at the link. If anyone's interested in that, then that's going to be after this. But I'm just so gutted. I don't know what to say. I'm really... if I could swear or anything like that, then I probably would have... This video would be demonetized, basically. I'm keeping very calm because I've had worse things to deal with in life than this. Sometimes you can't let it eat you up too much and let it spoil your whole days or weeks or months. You have to move on. You have to move on. Life goes on. You live, you learn. Another thing, I've not mentioned insurance yet because, well, yeah, you know what they're like. That's another situation. Anyway, let's get a look at that link. I think that's bolt cutters. I don't think that's an angle grinder. And also, if it was an angle grinder, surely I'd see some sort of metal filings on the floor or burn mark or something. Obviously, I've just sterilised my hand from some dirty who's been in my shed. So I've got a bit more of an idea what they've done then. They've obviously had bolt cutters. They've taken the lock off the front door for fingerprints. For some reason, they left those links. But yeah, it definitely looks like it's a pair of bolt cutters to me. I'm just so gutted now. I don't know what else to say. I'm out.